Hey, it's your boy Coach Richie, and today we are going to be talking about the leadership secrets of Jesus by Mike Murdock. Okay, this is the second video about the leadership secrets of Jesus. If you haven't watched my first video, I highly recommend for you to go check it out. This is just a follow-up video on what we talked about last time. So again, if you haven't checked out that recent video, I highly encourage you to do so. All right, so today we are going to be talking about worth, okay? W-O-R-T-H, worth. Jesus knew his worth. Know your gift. Many around you may never discover you. It is not really important that they do. What is important is that you discover yourself, your gifts, and your talents. Popularity is when other people like you. Happiness is when you like yourself. Jesus knew his personal worth. He knew that his own words were life. He was incredibly self-confident and expected to be treated well. The leadership secrets of Jesus. So let's get deep into this baby, all right? So the word worth. All right, whenever you see the word worth, all right, you should automatically think, there you go, the word value, okay? So the word worth is associated with the terminology value, all right? Let me give you a quick analogy of two people. We have Billy, okay? This is Billy. All right. This is Billy. Say, hey, Billy. All right. Billy has an awareness. Okay. This is a light bulb. Billy has an awareness. And this is Mike. All right. Everybody say, hey, Mike. Mike has short arms, but okay. This is Mike. I can't do that to Mike. There we go. And this is Mike. All right. So Billy has an awareness. The difference between where you are and where you want to be has to do with your awareness. All right. So Billy has a strong awareness. And that awareness makes him confident. Okay, let's put C for confident. Billy has personal fulfillment, right? And Billy has a strong network. All right. Now for Mike, on the other hand, Mike has low self-esteem. All right. Mike he doesn't know his purpose, a lack of purpose, okay? And let's say Mike has a low network, all right? His circle of influence is low, all right? So the difference between Billy and the difference between Mike is that they both have different awarenesses, all right? Billy has a strong awareness, and his awareness has to do with his value. All right. Like I said, the difference between where you are and where you want to be has to do with your awareness. The more aware you are about your worth, the more value you can serve people and bring to other people, right? So Mike doesn't have an awareness of who he is. He doesn't have an awareness about what he can bring to the table. So his value is really minimized. All right. I'm going to give you another example. So at one point, I thought that $100 to speak was a lot of money until I got paid $100 to speak. At one point, I thought that $300 was a lot to speak until I got paid $300. At one point, I thought that $600 was a lot of money to speak until I got paid $600. At one point, I thought that $1,000 was a lot to speak until I got paid $1,000 and so on. So your awareness, okay, if you can wrap your mind on this, your awareness strongly has to do with where you are and where you want to be, all right? So right now, I can confidently say that my speaking fee is $5,000. If someone was to call me right now, hey, Coach Richie, what's your speaking fee? I can gladly say $5,000. Why is that? Because I have an awareness that you don't have. You're thinking about, oh, it's $5,000. He's flexing. He's doing that. No. What I'm doing to myself, I'm basically playing mind games with myself the same way that at first I said, $100? Who will pay me $100 to speak? I didn't have the awareness until I got paid $100. I was like, $500? What? Just to speak for a couple minutes? Until I got paid $500. Wait, $1,000? I didn't have the awareness that Billy has over here. Billy is all happy and all. Mike, he has a sad face, right? I'm getting so excited that things are falling. Mike, on the other hand, he's sad because he lacks the awareness. So the difference between Mike and the difference between Billy is that Billy has a strong awareness that $5,000 is just a number. It's not bigger than me. So when someone calls me, they're like, hey, coach, can you do this? I'm like, hey, no, $5,000. Because I have an awareness that says, what's for me, no one can keep it from me. God is divine, God is sovereign, and whatever is for me, no one can keep it from me. That's an awareness. Another awareness, it's way more easier to make high ticket sales than it is to do low ticket sales. It's an awareness. When I first wrote my book, Emotional Freedom, at first, I was gonna sell this for $20, okay? I was literally gonna go on Amazon, be a Mike, I was gonna go on Amazon. Amazon was gonna take half of my profits, right? A majority of my profits, not even half, barely half. And then I was going to sell it for $20 and then call it a day. Until I upgraded my awareness and said, wait, no, pause, Coach Richie. People are selling books for $50, $70, even $80. And my awareness was like, no, pause. I can make more profit selling it for $28. Let's do $28. And then I sold it for $28. No one brought it until the first person brought it. The second person brought it. The third person brought it. Then I see 4 people. Okay, 5, 6, 7, so on. Why is that? My awareness said, no, it's way more easier selling the book for $28 than it is selling it $20. Another awareness, why sell the book on Amazon? When I can just create my own page, create my own funnel, and have my own following with my own community than selling something on Amazon. Amazon has my community and Amazon has a majority of my profits. When I wrote my book with my mindset and my awareness. So you see how awareness, where I'm at right now and where I want to be, it all has to do with my awareness. The more aware you are of your value, the more you can not only serve yourself, but you can break through and go to the next level. I'll admit it, there's a lot of stuff that I'm unaware of right now at this level as I'm speaking to you. But the moment I get this awareness, it's a wrap. Awareness on finances, relationships, when it comes to business, when it comes to entrepreneurship, whatever it may be. The difference between where you are right now, you are a Mike. I'm a Mike right now in some area in my life. It can be finances, it can be whatever. The moment I have awareness and I understand my worth, then the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Everything is an awareness. Everything, literally, everything is an awareness. Who would have known that I have my audio course for $47? Now it's $97. At first I was like, wait, pause. $47? That's a little bit too high. Until someone actually brought it for $97. When I canceled this, because I was like, no, my awareness is like, no, do it for $97. Someone brought it for $97. And then so on. So where you are at right now, relationships, what's your awareness about relationships? Do you know the awareness that says in the Bible, if you visit your neighbor too much, he will hate you? That's an awareness. It's in the Bible. So you need to understand that awareness is powerful, all right? Write this down. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is your awareness. Your awareness is working on you, not for you. It's working on you, not for you. So when you see me doing all of this, I'm doing it for myself because I believe in myself. I believe in what I carry. That's why I'm teaching all of these things, so that my belief in myself, you can watch me and be like, man, I know Coach Richie. I used to go to church with him. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk with him. We still talk till this day. And you're listening to me right now and you see me doing this and you're like, man, Coach, keep at it. I see you doing your thing. You may not be there yet. The lighting may not be there yet. The microphone may not, but I see you doing your thing. So that I'm doing this so that now you see that my belief is starting to kick into your belief. Because you sitting down, you watching me, you should be doing this. You should be charging $5,000. You should be making an offer. You should be having a $97 audio. You should be having a book. You should be doing it too. So don't just watch me, go ahead and do it too. Up the camera, get the tripod, work with what you got. Do the webinar. Put your name out there. You may not have a big following. Hey, look, I got 100 subscribers, praise God. But I'm working. Last year, I didn't have 100. That's the beauty of it. Everyone started someplace. Myron Golden, he started somewhere. Go look at his old videos. Watch his videos now. Eric Thomas. The other night, I was watching E.T.'s video, and I'm like, man, E.T. came a long way. Just like me right now. 2 years, 3 years later on down the road. Imagine now if I keep going. Consistency and time. You can't beat that. Consistency and time. That's fine. My beard isn't done yet. I still need to go get my hair cut. But I'm starting to train my mindset. There's an awareness that says I don't have to look all cute up front of camera. Because if you keep having that mindset that you need to look cute on camera, you will never post content. You will never post content. It's an awareness. I don't need to look cute in front of camera. I can have the hat, I can have the shirt, and I can still teach because I know my worth and I know my value. Hey, look. You need to understand that this energy that I'm giving to you is to motivate you to go out there and know your value. Charge what you're worth. If everyone says yes to you, it's not a good look. I want people to be like, man, Coach Richie charging $5,000 for speaking? Yeah. I charge $5,000 for speaking. Because I know that the anointing on me after this 40-day fast, okay. Hey, look, if y'all ain't joined into the 40-day fast, man, y'all watch my videos. I'm fasting right now with my whole community, YouTube. I want y'all to tap in, because after this fast, we're going to up the prices. Oh, yeah. We're going to up the prices, and they're going to pay. Why is that? Because you have an awareness. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all of these things shall be added unto you. It's an awareness. It's an awareness. The same way someone goes to the witch doctor, they have an awareness that, okay, the moment I leave, something's going to happen, something is going to fall upon me, and then out of nowhere, supernatural results are going to occur in my life. Why is that? They have an awareness that Mike don't have. They have an awareness that you don't have, right? So, understand your worth, know your value, all right? Next subject, leverage. I promised you guys that I was going to talk to you all about leverage. I know that last video, leverage in marketing. All right, marketing. So, not too long ago, I was with my uncle and my cousin. My uncle needed help around the house, and I was with him, and he told me and my cousin to go help him move a tree, right? That was kind of flipped over. After the hurricane, it was there, but we never got the chance to move it. Not a big tree, but a tree that we thought was movable, that my uncle thought was movable. And he was like, hey, Rich, go ahead and move that out with your cousin. And then we went, and then we tried to move it, right? We literally just tried to flip it over, assuming that it was gonna work. But once we started to move it, it went up just a little bit, but it just fell right back down on us. So I use this, stay with me, I use this analogy because when it comes to marketing, right? Marketing, I'm getting new to marketing, right? But off of what I know so far, my awareness, Meta, Google Ads, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So we have 4 levels. And this is based off of my awareness right now, okay? My awareness may change 2 weeks later. It may upgrade a month later, right? But disclaimer, I'm still getting new to marketing myself, okay? But I'm using these analogies to help you so that when you watch this video, you can at least have an idea, okay, I see where Coach Richie is coming from, and I can take the good, and if you see anything bad or you're probably more advanced than me, you can probably leave something in the comment and be like, hey, Coach Richie, that was great, but I will go about it this route, this route, this route. But the main concept that I'm going to be teaching is on leverage, okay? Marketing is a powerful tool for leverage, okay? If you have a business, if you have a product, if you have a service, whatever it may be, marketing, everybody does it, all right? Someone that's homeless, they hold up a sign, that's a form of marketing, okay? When you drive by and you see logos, all of that, it's a form of marketing. When you open up YouTube, you try to watch a video, supernaturally, someone is on your screen, they pay to be on your screen because they know that it's because they have an awareness, going back to awareness, that it's way more easier for me to pay to be on your screen, and the person doesn't even know your name, but you're watching them, you need to watch them if you're not paying YouTube Premium to bypass ads. So really the person is with you, but they're not really with you, but they're with you. They're speaking to you, but they're not physically with you. That's a whole nother level. But 4 types of marketing. All right, we have, watch this. right, let me use a different marker. All right, perfect. So we have the 4 levels of marketing. So when I was with my uncle, and hopefully he watches this video because my uncle always watches my videos to critique me. He's like, the other day he was like, man, hey Richie, you should have said this instead. I really appreciate my Uncle Dave. He's someone that always watches my videos and all. And he always critiques me, so I know that he's gonna definitely critique this one. Last video he was like, hey Richie, you should have used the hat because the hat, it makes you look young and all that. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? My limbs is operating, you know what I'm saying? Like my hair, you know. All right, man, look, back to the video. So 4 levels. So the first level, when I was with my cousin, we were manually trying to flip the tree over, okay? All right, that's the first phase. So we're manually doing it. We are using our hands. Okay? We quickly noticed that our hands wasn't moving the tree. My uncle came out. It was like, what's going on? We can't move the tree. All right. He brought out a hand saw. Okay. That wasn't working. We tried to cut the tree in half, trying to use the hand saw. So we're trying to cut it. We're trying to cut it. That wasn't working. It was a form of leverage, but it just wasn't working. It took too long, right? And then we noticed this wasn't working, so my uncle brought a circular saw. Okay? That wasn't working also. So eventually my uncle had to bring one of those, it's another form of saw, but he brought, let's label it the master saw, okay? Just know that it was a saw. I tried to Google the name, but it gave me like a whole bunch of names, but you know those saws that you just cut and then they have the blade? So we will call it, for the sake of this video, the master saw. All right. So why do I go on these 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I go on the 4 levels? It's the same with marketing. You have a product. You have a service. You can manually text everybody your link. It's not going to work. All right. It's just not going to work. All right. Speaking from experience, it's not going to work. And that is why I have the awareness now that people already want this book. I guarantee you, 8 billion people living here on earth. A majority of people right now want this book. The problem is, I need to make myself more findable. I'm using my hands. It's not working. The same with you. You have a product. You have a service. You're using your hands. You're texting people. You're probably sending some emails. Okay, cool. You're probably doing this. You're doing that. This costs, I'm getting so excited. Things are flipping off. $0. But the more you go up, the more it costs, because leverage, it costs money. But you work with what you got. Okay? Work with what you got. All right? So this costs $0. The hand saw may be probably spending some money on ads, or you're probably using some email sequence, different kind of software. This may cost between $20 to $500. This may cost 500 to 1,000. Okay? The master saw may cost somewhere between 1,000, let's say about 5,000 per month. All right? The numbers may be off, but it's just to show you an idea. Everything upgrades. The more leverage you have, the higher it's going to cost. You pay to play when it comes to marketing. Okay? That's something that I'm learning. Okay? And as you go up, one awareness that I've learned throughout these past weeks as I get better at marketing is don't focus so much on the number. Focus on how much it's going to cost you not to have the leverage. All right? Focus on how much it's not going to cost you to use the master saw. Because I guarantee you, the moment me and my cousin, we used the master saw, that was it. The tree, we cut it in half. It was less time, less energy, and we were able to get the job done way more quicker. Are you using your hands, or are you using a hand saw? Or are you using a circular saw? Or are you using a master saw? The choice is yours. And look, it's okay if you don't have the money for the circular saw. It's okay if you don't have money for the master saw. It's okay if you're only using your hands right now. It's okay. Keep using your hands. Work with what you got. Don't be like, hey, no, I don't have money for this. I was still able to get some sales off of my book using my hands. I was able to get some sales by investing some money in marketing. So don't just be like, oh my gosh, the price is so high. I can't do it. That's a lie from the devil. All right? You can do it. And you will do it. And I'm here to help you do it. Have the awareness that you need leverage. And have the awareness, if you may not have the money for all of this, you can still start today. Have the awareness in your mind. The Lord maketh me prosper in all that I do. It's an awareness. So even though I'm using my hands, the Lord maketh me prosper in all that I do. Even if I'm using a handsaw, the Lord maketh me prosper in all that I do. You know how much times I had to repeat that verse? Multiple times. It's just to make me aware that wherever I'm at in life, when it comes to business, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to life in general, if I have the awareness that the Lord maketh me prosper in all that I do, and I do my part. I'm doing my part right now. I'm posting content. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm on Google. I'm on this. I'm on that. I'm on that. I do my part. You do your part, and let God do the rest. All right. This is one of the secrets, the leadership secrets of Jesus. It's your boy, Coach Richie, and today I want you to be a leader, and not only be a leader, use leverage and market your business. It's your boy, Coach Richie, and I'm out. Bye-bye.